The King's Men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes, I'm excited. Why? Because you have made it across another week. You have made the conscious decision that I'm not giving up. You have made the conscious decision that destiny is calling, and I picked up the phone and I am responding. All the King's Men, welcome to the Friday assessment. I'm so excited because when you answer that call, that destiny is calling, you made a move of action. You made a move toward destiny when you answered it. You have opened the door and you now have allowed destiny to come in. You have now said all the obstacles that I am facing is allowing me to become me. I am pressing into the things that I am to become. All the King's Men, thank you once again. The Friday assessment is about pressing into who you are to become. Friday assessment is about dropping the things that are not allowing you, dropping the things that are not allowing you to become who you are to become. It is assessing the area that you're having success in and the area that you're not experiencing success in. And we want to press into that area. Why am I not experiencing success? Am I being who God called me to be? Am I being authentically me in those areas? And that's the thing that I want to talk about today. Be authentically you. Authentically you. What does that mean? You being authentically you. That means that you are who God made you to be. You are not trying to prove anything else to anybody. All you're doing, God said, this is who you are. This is who I need you to be. And when you be, that's when you're being authentically you. When you be, you become all God destined you to be. But when you start, I'm gonna use this word that I don't like. When you start trying to meet somebody else's opinion, meet somebody else's belief, you're not being authentically you. But look, there is a difference when you be and when you try. When you be, you're doing all that you know how to do. You're doing all that you can do with that's within your realm of power and authority. But when you try, it's tiring. When you try, it's tiring and you cannot see an end. But when you be, you see all the possibilities. When you be, nothing can stop you. Why? Because there is something innate on the inside of you that said, this is who I am. This is who I am. I've been trying to be something that I am not, and it's causing me all kind of internal frustration. It's causing frustration with self. And it causes an aggravation and it messes with your mind because then you start to measure where you are by something that's not even destined for you. But when you start to measure where you're supposed to be, where you're going, where you are to be, then you start seeing the progress that you're making, and then you start to backtrack. And then you start to be like, whoa, this is a puzzle that's fitting so, it's fitting all the pieces are fitting so tight together. You got pieces that's just dropping down in their place, and you wondering how is it going to be. But yet, when you start backtracking, you see how things are aligning. You say, God, I didn't understand that, but God, I see that's how I got here. And I'm enjoying this place because this place is pushing me. And it's actually a satisfying something on the inside of me that's causing a greater tug, a greater push, a greater urgency. That's when you are you. When you feel the urgency to move, when you feel the urgency to act. That's when you are being you. You're being authentically you. I don't want you to be moved by things in this world that are not you. I want you to really press into the thing that moves you, that's moving something on the inside. Why? Because this flesh is full of trickery. This flesh It's full of trickery. And if you don't pay attention to it, you'll get caught up in your emotions. And that's when you start to conforming, because then you'll start listening to what everybody else is saying. But when you start to renew your mind by truth, when you start to renew your mind by truth, and that's what I like about the word. The word is not facts, it's truth. Facts have to point to truth. So God is true. Jesus is true. The Messiah is true. The Holy Spirit is true. So the facts have to point back to truth. So when you're being authentically you, you're being the true you. So what am I saying today? I want you to be authentically you. Don't try to prove nothing to nobody. God knows who you are, so he just wants you to be. And be what? He just wants you to be willing and obedient. He wants you to have a willing and obedient heart. Why? Because when you are in that place of being, Satan can't use his circumstances. He can't use his deception to trick you. Because when you're trying, that deception and that trickery is so strong, and now you're not sure of your steps. Now you can't walk in faith. You're walking in uncertainty. But when you walk in God, you're sure of your steps, and you walk in sure certainty that faith is carrying you through. All the king's men, all I'm saying today is be authentically you. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know the area that you're supposed to operate truthfully in. But you've been going over there because it feels good. That's what the crowd is doing. They're making the flesh feel good. But the inside is not sitting well. All the king's men, I need you to move. Remember, when you're tired, you don't get tired until it moves you to action. And that's where I am. I'm being moved to action. So what am I doing? I am pressing to the authentically me, who God created and who God made me to be, who God destined me to be. So what am I having? I'm having to go and get the information that's feeding me to be authentically me. So all the king's men, my prayer today is that something that was said today have blessed your life tremendously, that your life will never be the same. I need you to like, tag, share, drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how you're being blessed. All the king's men continue to press. Pray that you have a blessed day, blessed weekend, and a blessed week.